Man, it is so hard to locate an echo inside a very noisy presence on this planet. Locating that echo. When was the last time you heard one? Do we have a problem hearing things? Or is there so much going on around us that it confuses the imagination? Research says the world is getting louder. Who better to know this than those who are in traffic in those emergency vehicles? I mean, something has got to cut through all of that sound, and it's their sirens that's getting our attention. Noise pollution can also cause human stress, and it raises our blood pressure. Getting the mind, body, and soul into areas of calm should be a daily requirement. But is sitting in a car during rush hour the answer? No radio on, just you in that car. I prefer to write in silence. Now, sadly, though, because I am a daily writer, the voices in my head and heart are overbearing to the point of total distraction. So I rely on meditation. It's a brilliant step toward peaceful healing, but getting there can be blocked by physical and mental storms. We're all getting tired of going, can you say that again? What'd you say? I thought that's exactly what you said. Really? What did you say again? Hey, it's Arrow. This is the Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer, a silent wolf, watching life, observing things that are taking place without picking up a book or reading something on my smartphone. It's all right here. And it's how we act and react that brings the story forward into that mind, body, and soul. Into those places that are going, oh, it's too loud. Oh my God, it's too loud. This is the Daily Mess. The attempt to select the right thought to be shared. We all struggle with this. The right thing to say at the right time. I struggle because most people don't understand my methods of using words. They want black and white, steak and potato. But I'm putting things out there the way a poet plays with emotion as well as expression. It might sound perfectly clear to me, but to the receiver, they're deciding in that moment if it's something they agree or disagree with. I truly try to keep what I share amazingly simple, but there are times that I come back to this daily writing and I have no clue as to what I was trying to share. So I'm left with the interpretation, just like somebody who is listening to my voice. So what am I hiding from? Do I use poetic messages as a way to expose a different personality? I'm not so sure that's true. The writing is more about the moment and not the movement. Act and react. How are you putting things out there on social media or when you are in a crowd? How are you putting your words, your expressions, pitch, volume, and tone into the hearts and ears of those that you're standing with? And do they understand what you're trying to say? Because how many times have you been in a position where you're going, I have to explain it to you again? Well, I didn't get it. I didn't understand what you were trying to say. What is your interpretation here of what you're trying to ask? That happens to me a lot with my podcasting, where I'm blessed with the opportunity to talk with a lot of movie directors and actors and musicians. I will ask them the questions and they'll come back going, whoo, dude, do it again. Yeah, that was right over my head. Can you please just kind of slow it down and use a simpler way of asking that question? The attempt to select the right thought to be shared. And how often when you share a thought, does somebody feel offended? And it's like, I didn't mean that. I really didn't mean that. I was pushed into many, many HR meetings while in terrestrial radio because I would write things out to motivate members of my staff. And you know what? They would take it so wrong that they thought I was spreading the word, getting religious on them. And it's like, that's not where that was coming from at all. Please, I'm sorry, accept my apology. The attempt to select the right thought to be shared. How do you get out of it when you've said something poorly? Do you stay in and try to defend yourself, which could lead to an argument? Or do you say, whoa, hold on. Okay, I get what you're hearing versus what I'm feeling. Okay, so let's work this out. We are saying a lot of crazy things these days. We're also experiencing a lot of crazy things these days. And somehow, some way, we got to get them together. They got to collaborate together. But we've got to be able to say it without bad tones or questions that really offend others. Be aware. Sit down sometime and ask yourself some questions and find out what you are really like. Practice it on yourself first. and then set yourself free. I'm Arrow, and that's the Daily Mess.